How y'all doing? What's going on? I just want to say thank you all for being here. We are here to have a discussion about David and Khalees, and rest in peace to her. Her family is speaking out, and the things that they have came out to say. When I tell you, it is scary, it is chilling, it is haunting. Reports are saying they talked to, I believe, NBC, and the family and the brother has said they knew about David. Excuse me. So it seems as though I got some things confused. And I wanted to talk to you guys about everything, okay? So let's get these likes up. Hey, how you doing, Lisa? Hey, Anna, how are you? Hey, Kavan, what's going on? If you guys can hear me, please press the three. Press that three if you guys can hear me so I know this is working. Because you know how it gets on this YouTube. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, okay? So please, let's get these likes up. How you guys doing? Press that three if you guys can hear me good. Let's get these threes up. Thank you so much. Let's get the threes up. Hey, party crashers. Yeah, we are here to talk about justice. Now, I want to tell you guys my first initial thoughts. My first initial thoughts was they said she was missing, right? So I'm thinking she's missing. The family is looking for her. They don't know where she is, who she's with. Yeah, they knew she was with a guy named David, but they didn't know much about him, but he was just a rapper. And with that information, that doesn't tell me much. So I'm just thinking that she's missing, and then the next thing you know, she's dead. That is the timeline that I was told. And I want to know how many of you guys had that same timeline in your head. Press 9 if you have that same timeline in your head. That is not the right timeline, okay? So let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, you guys, so we can talk about it. And let me put the link up here just in case if you guys want to come up here. You guys know I love when you guys come up here and chat with me because I'm such a chatty patty. Okay. Do we have any more chatty patties in the house? Call in number. I'm going to link it here. All right, so I wasn't alone. Like I told you guys before, I thought she was missing, and then from her missing, she ended up dead. They're telling me that's not the case. All right, so let's go through the timeline that they're suggesting here. They're saying that she was missing, and that's where you see the posters and the flyers, right? Because she was missing. They were looking for her. Then she came back. I don't know how they found her. How did they find her? Do you guys know that? We need to find out, how did they find her? Did she come back willingly? Did the police find her? And how did the police find her the first time? Well, anyway, after she got back to the house, or her family house, she ended up running away again. And then that's when they did another missing case and missing stuff like that. But this was a while ago. This was a long time ago. And then um, they are saying that the mom knows, and they are suggesting the mom was paid off to just leave it alone. And from some time, she left it alone because I'm assuming she was getting paid for it. Her daughter seemed to be happy with this guy, and time is going by. Time is going by. So now she does not have a missing report. The report is not active. Okay, the report is not active. She's not looking for her daughter. She knows her daughter is with David allegedly. So did Celeste continue to reach out to her mom? Or did Celeste just say, I'm going to cut my mom off completely? That's odd too. Well, anyway, after the mom stopped looking for her daughter because she already knew that her daughter was with David allegedly, we just find out now she's dead, you know? So now the mom and the brother, they're speaking out. They're calling David a piece of trash, a piece of shit. And a lot of people feel like, well, you guys could have prevented this, And what could they have done? I guess they could have called got on social media and say David is a PD. You know, he's a PD. He has my underage daughter with her. Her name is Celeste. And I want to expose that PD for taking my daughter, just like how the parents did from R. Kelly. Do you guys know that woman from R. Kelly? R. Kelly had a case that was similar to this. He had this girl, I forgot her name, but still today, her parents are getting on social media saying, you know, come back home. She constantly gets on video saying, hey, I'm not in no harm's way. I'm doing this because I want to do it. It seems like one of that, because that girl with R. Kelly, she kind of like abandoned her family as well. She didn't talk to her family. She just really cut them off. So I'm assuming that it was something like this. And so we are here to talk about it all. And I also have to say my apologies to Celebrity Scandalous, because Celebrity Scandalous, she was trying to inform me yesterday, but how she was telling it, I just was not buying it. I had to do my own research. And within my own research, I came across some videos that was very convincing to me. And I would like to share those videos to you, because I feel like if they're convincing to me, I know they'll be convincing you. And these videos is pretty much bringing out articles from the mother and the brother stating that they knew who David was. They knew that he was a singer. They knew that he was famous, that they knew that, you know, their sisters was with him. So that's different from somebody just giving you a name, David, and he's a rapper. A rapper named David is so many. I don't even know where to begin. But how they are explaining it to the news reports, NBC, that they knew exactly who this artist was, you know? So there's that. There is that. And I'm assuming, you know, when they first heard the, I guess they felt that she was fine, because it seemed like she kind of like did her own thing. I mean, we saw video footages of her on the video, and I can pull those up, and I'm sure you guys seen it. If you did not, I will pull them up. Well, it's her and David. They're like in Discord, and she talks, she says, or you are in kids. And then it was like, oh my God, let's take it down. Let's take it down. And I was just so shocked that she would say that. She said, like, are you like aren't kids? She said a grown man essaying kids, and then they laughed about it and they shut it down. So I'm like, what did her and David talk about behind closed doors? I wonder, was she into the dark shit too? I mean, did they have conversations about dark stuff and, you know, death and, you know, I don't know. You know, it just seems like, yeah, I'd be having a lot of thoughts. And his brother, his friend, speak out too. He has a black friend, and his black friend, I'm going to pull that video up too. His black friend says that he knew David before he was famous, and he was really big into gaming. You know, that's how he got him, and they will always do this fake beef for, you know, drama. And he states that he didn't have the equipment to make music because David was broke at the time. But when David got with him, he allowed David to use his music equipment. And then the next thing you know, it just popped off and he just became this big internet sensation. And I'm like, well, if you've been knowing David for 3 years, then you didn't see Celeste with him, you know? So it's just awkward. And guess what? The teacher, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I think we should talk about it today as well. The teacher, did y'all see that clip? I got the clip. Celeste's teacher at one of her old schools was talking to a room full of students, for the kids, talking about this. He was like, yeah, I used to have her in my class, and she was dating this guy, and he's looking at the guy. He was like, yeah, and this is what's going on, and now she's dead. And he was just talking to those kids like he was talking to one of his gay gossip buddies. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I was like, what in the world? is going on? So I have that video. Also, it's a lot of rumors stating that she was pregnant. Now, people are saying, well, was she pregnant at the time of her death? I don't know that. We haven't seen any autopsy reports, but we do know that David on his Discord, he had messages and he was bragging about the pregnancy and he was bragging about, I guess, being engaged with her. I don't think that he killed her because she was pregnant. I don't know. If you don't want somebody to be pregnant, then why brag about it? He seemed like he was happy that he got her pregnant. I think it's more to it. I don't know any guy that want to kill somebody because they're pregnant is celebrating pregnancy. Do you guys know? Press 2 if you know guys, they celebrate pregnancy, they want to have a baby, but they want to kill it. That don't make sense. Usually they're like, fuck, damn. Can you, are you sure it's mine? Hell. But he was happy. He had to be happy. He had the most power and the influence in that relationship to get on his Discord with all those people following him and to celebrate that shit and to be like, you guys, we got something to tell you. You know, we're expecting and just so happy and belated with it. You know, so I think it's more to the story than he just killed her because of the pregnancy. I think it's way more darker. People say that in his music videos, and I saw some of the music videos. Do you know there are clips of him dragging a body and it looks just like Celeste? And he puts this body in a car, you know, and he's chopping these bodies up. It's like everything that's going on with Celeste now. Her body is chopped up in that Tesla. He already made music videos about that same exact thing. I mean, they got shirts. He has blood all over these shirts because he just got finished murking the love of his life. So it seems like he pretty much wrote it all, and it seems like he wanted to be famous. David, you had to know this day was coming, right? And David, didn't you want this day to come? I would think that David would want this day to come. You know, it sounds like he wanted to have like this story of, I don't know, Romeo and Juliet, but I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm romanticizing about it. But he romanticized death and in relationships. I don't want nobody to love me like that. I cannot stand that love. I cannot stand it. It's a disease for a man or a woman to love you so much that they will want to take your life because they're so obsessed with loving you. I don't want your heart. Keep your heart. I already got my own heart. If you can't respect and protect me, I don't want it. And he did not respect or protect her. He surely ain't protected because she dead now. And as far as the respect goes, I mean, he didn't respect United States laws because she's underage. And I see now when people are saying if the family knew about it, why did not she, you know, call the police and say, hey, this grown man, he's a big artist. He is messing with my daughter. He has my daughter. I'm sure they could have did something, but I don't know the consequences of that. You know, what could she have? Okay, once you do that call, then what's next? You know, the police says you got to go back with your mama, and then she gonna keep running away. I guess. I mean, what do you do with that? You know, I don't know, but people are saying she got paid off. So we just have to talk about it and dive into it to see what's really going on here. All right. All right, so I want to put this up right here. Let's go here. Let's go to the clip. Let's go right to the clips. So I have a lot of these clips on the criminal villain page. All right, so I want to go to the family clip. So listen to this. This convinced me to know that her parents and the brother knew exactly who David was. And they, I guess, they rationalize it. I don't know what made them rationalize it, but they rationalize it. And if she was she still in school? I mean, she is what, 13, 14. She still have to go to school, right? I mean, all these classes that she's missing, am I dumb or what? Press 1 if she still have, do you still have to go to school if you're 14, 15, 16? So all those classes she missing, And mom, if you know she's with this David dude and you're allowing her not to get an education for this dude, I mean, what is it? All right, so let's play. I want to see what y'all say in the comments. Say, oh yeah, I gotta bring you up. Hey, celebrity scandalous! I'm so happy that you came up. Let me just say, I apologize, celebrity scandalous. Yesterday, you was absolutely right, and I stand 10 toes down with you. It's just when you was explaining it, I did not believe. I was not a believer, but after doing more research, I am a believer now.
No, girl, no apologies necessary. That's what it's about. We just debated and it's all good. No need to apologize. And I'm only up for a second, but I want, because this story has just got me in a chokehold. I just read that her family has spoken out, right? And now the mom, they're talking about a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
That pisses me off. You are asking for a GoFundMe when when she was missing, you guys were on mute. But now that there's money involved and you guys could stand to probably get about $100,000 from people donating, now that's what I was saying yesterday, Gigi. Y'all was on mute. There was no reaching out to the public, but now we hearing you guys talk about it because she's gone and you want to be compensated. No, we don't need to give you a GoFundMe. Let's all we can bury her for y'all. Nobody stood up for her when she was with this knucker. You know what I'm saying?
I
But you
know
want to
what
go
you're
for,
saying.
woo. So, but yeah, girl, no, it ain't, it's no worries about yesterday. That's what we do. We go back and forth. I know you. You
Mhm.
like to be contentious.
I do. I do.
And I love it. It's good. It's all good. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. I'm gonna be
No,
up here
I
for a
don't
minute.
want. Yeah, I want you to stay. I love you here, and my fan base, they love you here, girl.
Oh, that's
Okay,
okay.
so
Okay.
you are welcome anytime. If you see me, please just jump on. I appreciate you.
Okay.
But I want to also came with school. Why wasn't she in school? Don't she have to go to school, celebrity?
Absolutely, because you know there are laws against that too, where I forget what they call them, but that's what I'm saying. Who was the parental role here? Y'all just dropped the ball all the way around. And the only thing that I can think of is because there was some compensation. Now, those are the allegations. We don't know until the police get involved in all of this stuff. Well, until we get further information. But that seems to be the only reason to me that you would turn a blind eye to that.
Mhm. Now, the school, why didn't the school say, hey, where's your daughter? We need to find her, or, you're going to jail because where's your daughter?
Yeah, but see, the schools, okay, so it's truancy laws. I believe in California, I think we do still have the truancy laws. But the thing is that if the mother, they could have thought that the girl transferred to a different school. Like if CPS is not following this case up, if the mother is not doing her due diligence or whatever, if she's not saying, where's my daughter, the school, they're not gonna come chase the kid all around for that particular school year. If the girl is absent, then it's like, okay, what's going on? But then if the parent is, they could think that you moved to a different county. Like, do you think they're really pursuing it like that? I doubt it.
No, they're probably not. That's why she missed so many schools. But I would just think that that could have been a something to save her or to stop her messing with David or something. I don't know. I'm
Mm,
fantasizing here. I'm feeling like, okay, the schools say, hey, your daughter missed 3 days. Hey, what is going on with her? You have to bring her in. We have to check up on her, you know. But it seems like maybe they don't do it like that. So, I mean, at that case, anybody can just drop out of school and they're not going to do anything. So, Dave,
Well,
Devon,
yeah.
are you there? What are your thoughts about this, Devon?
I really think like the mom didn't know action because if if I was the mother and my my daughter is messing around with famous celebrities and stuff, and I don't see her for a long time, I feel like I would do something about it because
What
that's
would
just
you
messed
do,
up.
Devon? What would you do?
I would make sure like I would keep in contact my with my daughter, make sure nothing sketchy is going on.
Mm. So, did she try? Did they have a relationship, Devon? Scandalous? Did the mom continue to talk to the daughter behind the scenes?
No,
How do we know that?
It was never like said to anyone.
Got it. So we don't know that, or we do know that for sure?
It was released.
Mm. Celebrity, what are your thoughts? Do we know for sure if the mom kept in contact with the daughter or not? Because if the mom is taking payments from the from the dude, then she probably was talking to her. I don't know. Listen, everything is open for me. So what are your thoughts?
Well, again, we don't know for sure, but what we're hearing, people that are giving reports, is that the sister, we don't know about the mother. We're not hearing that the mother was in contact with her, but we're hearing that at least the sister knew of her whereabouts and that they knew that she was with them. Now, was the mom keeping in contact with them? I don't know, but I think, like most people, if my daughter is 13 or 11, whenever she started, she's dating this superstar. I'm going to be threatening him. Sir, I'm going to the public. I'm going to the media. You're going to be exposed. Like, how do you not make this man, bring my kid home? Like, so, that's just crazy. I'm going to expose you. I'm going to the media. I'm going to law enforcement. My voice is going to be heard. I'm calling Gigi. Hell, I'm going to the messy sweet
I
spot.
know
You will
that's
be
right.
exposed. You going to be exposed.
I know
Mhm.
that's right. Devon, were you a fan of David's?
Yeah, I was, but now with the whole stuff going on, I I like I can't no more because this man is he's disgusting what he did.
Yeah. So when you start following David, was it during his gaming era or his music era?
His music.
Got it. What drew you into his music?
I like the type of I did like the type of vibe that it gave. Like
What vibe is that?
like some like something chill. He was chill to me before. Now he just messed it all up, and I don't feel like a connection like I did before.
Got it. Now they said that he had like caskets like at his funeral. Did you question that or you just thought it was a part of the chill vibe?
Like what? He said
The
what?
caskets. Have you heard about the caskets at his concerts and his music? They say he talks about death a lot.
Oh
He
yeah,
sings
yeah.
about death a lot. So I'm saying, is that part of the chill vibe?
No, I normally don't listen to those songs. Like Romantic Homicide is one of them that I just listened to because I saw it, he dropped it. I was like, oh, let's try this out, but I didn't really mess with that one. Like,
Got it. So his all of his music catalog is not a reflection of death and just like wanting to take someone out of here because he's so obsessed with them.
yeah, not all of it, not all of it.
Okay. So
Do you
how
know when
is
he
his
dropped Romantic Homicide? When did that song come out? Do you know?
It dropped like a couple years ago. Yeah, it's kind of old.
Hello?
it dropped a
Oh,
couple
okay.
years ago? It's
Okay.
kind of old. So if that's
Oh.
old, how long do you think that Celeste been dead, Divine?
Celeste. So, from what I heard, um, she was like 13 and she's 17 now. So I think she died at like 13 or 12. I'm not sure though.
You what?
I think she died
No, I don't think that's right, sir.
Yeah, well tell him, celebrity. He probably don't
They
know.
yeah, they just said, from what the latest reports is, they think it was around September of this year that
September
she
of
was.
this year.
So
Yeah,
she died recently
recently, yes.
before he went on his concert.
So I think she's about 15 at now. Yeah,
They say Kavan says she's 15 now.
15. Yeah,
He didn't even make it a 16, Divine. Um,
Mm,
and
so
he
with
met her when she was about 11. 11.
11 years old, that's when he met her. He
Yeah.
initiated.
Mm.
And they met on what social media? That's what the teacher said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what site or what where was a Discord? What site was it?
Now that I don't know, but girl, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a Snapchat or something where these crazy people try to lure young people in.
Yeah,
Hey,
innocent people.
they
So
met
that
on.
means that he met her when he was broke, right? Before he became a celebrity.
I don't know about that part.
They
I
met
mean,
her
his
on.
celebrity is new. How Divine, how long has he been a celebrity?
I don't know about that. All I know is that they met. They met on Discord.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. So that tells me this. If he already singing these death, I wonder, did Celeste look at these music videos about romantic homicide? Did she avenge it? Is this is about me? Uh, Divine, do you think that she's foresaw that, or she just looked at it as it's just a story, it's just a song, it's no big deal?
I think she looked at it as a story, but as me, bro, if I saw like an actor looking like me, dead on the bed, cause I like watch that song, and I saw like an actor like that looked like Celeste in the music video. There's a scene where there's an actor on the bed that looks like Celeste on the bed, like dead. Which is messed up because I would have some thoughts if I saw myself dead in a music video.
Hmm.
Devon, can I ask you a question? Since you've been following him for years or for some time now, did you know that he had a girlfriend? Did he ever talk about his girlfriend? Was Celeste present in his life that you guys were aware of as fans?
Yes, like first it was like love music, and then it turned into like romantic homicide and stuff like that.
Mm. And she
So
would be in the videos. You guys would see her, Celeste, the real Celeste.
Not the real. There was like actors that looked like alike to her.
her likeness.
Yeah,
Got it. So when he made celebrity, I mean Hollywood, if when he made, I got your name all in my mouth. When he made Homicide, that song, he already knew her, right?
yeah.
And he was already feeling her. So does that mean he was already thinking thoughts of taking her out?
Mm.
That's kind of hard to say, but I would feel like he is. I would feel like it was already like in his
Yeah.
thought.
Could
Yeah.
have been like a fantasy already in his thoughts.
Yep.
Like like Divine and Celebrity Scandalous. When he was talking to her, I'm sure he had a fantasy of her living with him. And it was just about how he was going to manipulate it to make it happen. Because that's very bold, Divine. That's very bold, Celebrity Scandalous. For you to be a person and you want to take this innocent person away from their family and have them to stay with you, that's a bold move.
Hmm.
Yeah. A child, no less.
Yeah, but I just say innocent because you know how YouTube is.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have a correction here, and thank you so much for the correction. They said she died at age 14. Okay, she did not make it to 15. I'm
Yeah. Her
assuming
birthday. Right.
when
Her
is her
birthday was coming
birthday?
up.
When
I
is it?
think her birthday was the day before, some within this last month. I did read that she would have been turning 15 like soon. Yes.
That
So,
is horrible. And how old is that guy right now?
is he 19 or 20?
Devon, do you know how old he is? All right. So I guess I have to look it up. You guys can tell me in the comment section how old he is. So she didn't even make it to 15. She was 14 and he knew her birthday and
Mm-hmm.
he knew and Devon is do he strike you as a honest person or someone dishonest? Now they're saying he's 20 years old. So 14 and 20, have that in your mind. Isn't that just wild?
Yeah.
Okay, so Devon, um, Does he strike you as an honest person?
I mean, yes, he does, but like you never know what's in the inside. Like he could be a liar. He could be truthful, but like you never know until those sides of his color comes out.
Well, I think it's for sure he is a liar and he's a stealer. He's all of the things. You know, sometimes when we look at someone and you follow them because of their artist, you'd be like, oh my God, I think they're so honest. Oh, I know they're full of crap, but I still like their music. I just wanted to get the vibe of that. Because what do you think about him still not coming forward? Not being honest and transparent. And I'm confused, Devon, because the police say he's cooperating, but what does he corroborate? What does that mean?
Like I feel like it's bad for him because like I feel like everybody already knows because there's too much evidence for it not to be him. So like I feel like he should just come up. I should just feel like he should just confess it, bro. He should just confess it.
Yeah, confess it. Confess it. Um but I guess it seems like that's not in him. The truth is not in him. Do you feel like he had help from older people, the higher ups? Do you think they're involved, or you think that it's just a solo deal? He is the mastermind.
Mm, I feel like I feel like he I feel like he had help from higher ups.
Mm. Celebrity scandalous, do you think that he have help from the higher ups?
I do feel like he had help because there are too many people around, orchestrating his career for them not to know that that was a young. And I also feel that we're going to find out that her family or had some involvement or may have been a little bit nefarious. That's what I'm feeling.
Mm. Uh,
Yeah.
News Watcher donated $5. Thank you so much. Little bro, let's play basketball this Sunday. And this, please don't drunk. You go too hard on the paint. Okay. Devon, do you know this person?
Nah,
Okay. I have no idea what that means. Uh, is that like a cryptic message that Devon, what does he call you guys, his fan base? Do he have a name for you all?
no, I don't think he even like he doesn't admire us enough to like call us stuff.
Got it. Okay. Well, I don't know much about him. I just discovered him due to this accident, this situation. But when I saw little clips of him, he seemed so fuzzy and just so I don't know. I've seen some clips with him with some teddy bears or Hello Kitty, and it looked like he was just like smiling and just dancing. So I would think that type of individual is like happy go lucky, very open. But then I saw the music video, which was opposite of what I saw. So I'm like, okay, maybe he got multi personalities. But you saying that he doesn't admire his fans enough, that's kind of awkward. I would think that he was very engaging with his fans because don't what is Discord? Discord is a place where he just communicates with his fan base.
Yeah, Discord is a place where you can communicate with people. He, I feel like the person he communicated was with Celeste, but yeah, the person he talked to the most on Discord was Celeste. I don't know if he talked to any of his fans, but he probably talked to a couple.
Now, do you feel that he's hurting about this? Um, can he not go on social media? Why isn't he speaking out, Devon? I would think, Devon, if my girlfriend allegedly died and I didn't know anything about it, wouldn't we see a reaction from him? A something? Or is it just guilty that I know what I did? I cannot speak out because I'm fucked either way.
I mean, I think the least he could do is at least, at least post something about it. Like, because if I was doing something like this, some dumb stuff, I would at least try to like s- post something about it. Like, say something like at least try to like post something about it. Like,
Mm. Someone said his father is coaching him. Did he talk about his parents at all? Do he have a love for his parents? Where is his parents, Devon?
his parents, he never really bring them up.
Mm.
But
Do you?
Gigi, in this case, though, I would imagine that he probably has legal counsel, and they're probably telling him or some PR to keep his mouth closed right about now. Because anything we talk about this, anything he says can and will be used against him at this point.
Mm. All
Yeah,
right. So go
I feel
ahead,
like
Devon.
I feel like he put too much. He been talking too much in his songs that he cannot talk no more.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that's the trail of evidence right there.
Yeah. So that means that he still want to live. Because I would think if you know how some people are when they caught this, like, okay, my life is over, but he still want to live if he's still trying to get away with the murder, right? He's still
He,
trying to overcome this, because some people would say with someone that have a little shred of humanity in them would say, you know what, F the lawyers. I have to be honest and I have to come clean. But clearly, he does not have that in him at all. When it is time to show up, well, I guess he showed you by how he took her life, and it was just so senseless. Devon, why do you think he did it? Do you think it was because she was pregnant, or you think it's more to it?
I think it's more to it.
I think so too. It seems like he was celebrating his pregnancy with his girlfriend. Grace, are you there?
Yes, hi, hello everyone. Hey Gigi.
Hello.
I this yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. This case is so disturbing to me, and I randomly came across an interview that he did, and he was talking about um his music and just how like there's a thread line, I think he said, and kind of talking about like his use of blood and all these kind of things. And he was so like excited. He said something along the lines of it'd be really cool to see like when this clicks for everybody. And listening to that interview and just me watching true crime documentaries, it seems like this is something that's been in the back of his mind, like killing someone or like having this like this is art for him. This is his, like, she was his muse. This is something he's been working on, he's been thinking about for a couple of years. And I think he might be, sad to say, like enjoying this time. That's why we're not hearing from him, because it is clicking for everybody right now.
Hmm. Well, Grace, he has to be with someone. Someone is taking care of him now, right? Someone is comforting him. Someone is protecting him as we speak. Who is that?
Right, but you're thinking of this as if he's scared or he's sad, or I'm saying that I think he's proud.
Okay. Devon, do you think he's proud of his work? Do you think how is he feeling right now?
I think somewhere he's he's hiding somewhere, grinning with a smile, because he, I feel like he definitely wanted to do that for multiple years now. I feel like he definitely wanted to do it. He been planning on that, and I feel like he's happy about that, which is kind of messed up, which is really messed up.
Got it. Mission complete. He accomplished. Now, Devon, do you feel like it's more victims out there?
I do. I have heard about um I have heard about him texting like other girls, like when little Tay was like 15. I have heard about him texting little Tay also, but
Hmm. I don't. Grace, do you have the answer for me? Why did he do it? Was it just because she was pregnant, Grace?
Right. I don't know. I would say just looking at that, like our society in a way, young boys are socialized, it's not really surprising. Like I've heard so many stories of, not on Discord, but I think it's Telegram or like in the dark web. You have these groups of guys that like they have games where they're going around raping people. Like that's the object of the game. It's like I think they don't value women. So, like, sadly, Celeste probably doesn't mean anything to her or to him.
Mm. Devon, have you heard of that? Do you know what Grace is talking about?
Yeah, Telegram is a bad place. I feel like Dave definitely uses that to communicate with other people, and like Telegram is a bad place. I feel like, yeah, I do feel like he's in the wrong for using like Discord to talk to Celeste and luring Celeste to him, because Discord is also like a really, like, you could lure people to you from Discord. So
Mm.
I feel like he's trying to do something like that.
Well, I tell you what,
Yeah,
I am definitely old because you guys talking about this. I don't know what you just said, but the Discord and all these groups and all these chats and all these names and labels, I just feel like I'm in a different planet. I definitely need to really get involved with social media and society because clearly I am out the loop and I don't want to be left behind. So I'm going to have to be doing some research and I want to know, do anybody feel like me? Press two if you feel like me. Am I the only one that don't be
no,
knowing all this
Gigi,
stuff?
I feel so old. Like
What is
learning
that?
about this broker culture and all of this, I thought I knew, and I had no idea what was going on in a lot of this. Like the fact that they dislike women so much that they rather be with a feminized man than with a woman.
I have no idea what you're saying. It sounds like you're saying, oh my God, shut them off. I'm like, what? I got to see
Wait,
this
am
for
I
myself.
fuzzy?
I have to see it for
I'm telling
myself, Grace, because I don't believe what you just said. I have to see it for myself. You're going to have to show me
Okay, I
because
hear
I
you.
don't see it on the Shade Room. I don't see it. I don't see it on my For You
I
page. So if it's not on my
no,
For
I'm
You
telling you,
page,
I'm watching the news. I'm watching people like I think it's Tabitha Talks Politics, Don Lemon. Like it's been coming out because of the shooter and his affiliation with his quote unquote roommate or romantic interest or what have you. Like whatever story they're trying to put together with that, it's been exposing this subculture
well,
of guys.
I
And
have
I
to
think
deep
it's
dive.
similar.
Okay, I'm sorry to cut
Yeah.
you off, Grace, but I'm going to do a
No, go
deep
ahead.
dive and I'm going to try to go into the Groper, whatever community you talking about, and see what's going on down there. Do you got the
Go ahead.
address?
Yo.
What's the address, girl? Okay.
I
How do I have to go on Reddit? I'm assuming the knock on the door to get inside of a group. Do I have to have a magic
Oh,
answer
you
or
know
something?
what? Reddit would probably be a good. Devon, you probably would know better than me. What do you think?
about what?
How would I go inside that
Like how to
community? How can I deep dive? They not gonna let me in for my age. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you wanted to deep dive, I would suggest you going on Reddit. You could find a lot of information off of Reddit. There's a lot of there's a lot of crime documentaries. There's a lot of stuff about this problem
Oh,
right here.
yeah, I
You,
want to go inside that club. I want to see the people. I want to know. I want to go like I'm going into a rock club. You know how the rock. I don't even know what you call those people. The ones with the motorcycles. What do you call those type of people? I don't
mm,
know. You know who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like going into
like
that
skinhead?
environment. Huh?
Like a skinhead?
No, that sounds scary as hell. Um, I mean that I wouldn't take my black ass down there. I'm gonna get fucked up. And they already hanging people. I don't want to be next. So I wasn't talking about that. I was, the biker gangs. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The biker gangs. Because they have black biker gangs too. Okay, in the Groper, do they have black people there, or it's just all white?
I don't know. I think when you get to that, like that far right, it's so racist that you lose like
Okay.
other races
Well,
of guys. I think it's mainly just white guys.
well, then never mind. I'm not doing it with my black ass.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Do you think do you guys think the higher ups are punishing Dave for talking about Celeste too much about in his songs?
Celeste is
So,
punishing him for talking about Celeste too much in his song. No, I think if you're talking about like the evil Hollywood that everybody talk about, the conspiracy, from what I heard, they like that, they glorify that, they reward that. Maybe in their mind, usually, Divine, if they cannot control you, if you feel like you want to do things your own, you want to go independent, or you just want to distance yourself, like a obsessed boyfriend over a girlfriend. Once the girlfriend wants to leave or be independent, the obsessive boyfriend, he takes her out. So it's kind of like that. So as long as he was submitting to them and not trying to do things on his own, I think they'd be fine. So it, I don't know that guy. I don't know much about him. I don't know if he was trying to
Yeah.
get different business deal, if he was trying to
mhm.
go independent. I mean, literally, who I still don't know who he is. But Grace, you wanted to
Well,
say
I
something
wonder,
on celebrity?
yeah, what makes you think he's being punished?
Because he got exposed. That's what I'm
Because
assuming, David.
I
because
think this is
he's not
part of
talking
it.
anymore.
He's probably not talking because it's probably going to be incriminating. Remember, if there is a crime here, he's probably being counseled to be quiet.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, so I want to play this video. I want you guys to stay right there. I just want to say I appreciate you guys coming up on the panel, and I appreciate everybody in the comment section. If we can get the likes up, I really appreciate that. And make sure you share the video. Check this out.
Celeste Hernandez's family is speaking out about her relationship with David. Celeste's brother, named Matthew Rivas, told NBCLA that the family was aware of the alleged relationship between Celeste and David. Claimed that his sister vanished after going to see a movie with David in May of last year and never returned. Matthew claimed that David would frequently pick up Celeste in the same Tesla Model Y in which her remains were later discovered in. Just for a reminder, her mother came out to TMZ earlier this week and told them that her daughter had a boyfriend named David and had a tattoo on her right index finger that read shh. They also have content creators and streamers that are talking to her brother Matthew as well. In this message, he sends a lot of pictures of him and Celeste, and he also starts saying F David, and I hope he real slow. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the video that I just did a little while ago. We were talking about Celeste allegedly having this account where it shows her with a ring on her finger and a tattoo of David on one of her fingers. And somebody in my comment section posted this photo and my mouth was dropped wide open. Not only does it look similar to Celeste, you can also see a ring on the finger that looks similar to the ring that was on the picture on Discord. In this photo, it's not only the ring that caught my attention. Apparently, whoever this is has makeup on, but I really got to looking at the hair, and it's brown and red. Some of the pictures floating around of Celeste right now, you can literally see her hair is brown and red. Also, here is another one, brown with a red tint. When I got into the conversation about the ring, I showed this account that a lot of her friends saying was Celeste's burner account, basically when she ran away. On this account, she was tagging David a lot, and he would even reshare her stories. This post really made me gasp because we see she did a story and she did a Q&A, and they said, not gonna lie, David is kind of hot. And you can see her take a photo with a ring with a tattoo that says David on her finger. After her friends were posting all this information, then somebody leaked that there was this person in Discord that was named deleted user that would talk to David. A year ago, they would post with the same exact tattoo on the same finger. All of this information was coming out about her Instagram account. This Instagram account was private until just yesterday, when allegedly her sister hopped on it and said, I decided to make my sister's account public. If anyone has any information that might seem important, please message me. They also tagged this GoFundMe, but people noticed in the account name a .444, which isn't in the old screenshots the friends leaked of Celeste's name. So people thought, well, maybe it wasn't real. I went to look to see maybe her sister made a new account to link this GoFundMe, but it says this account was joined January of 2024, which would be consistent with the timeline of her running away to allegedly be with David. It does say that they changed their username one time since this profile has existed. The GoFundMe, this link to this account is literally booming. It has done so well, but I was able to confirm that this is a legit GoFundMe for Celeste's family. It's the same account that's linked in the bio of that Instagram. I have multiple news sources picking this up and talking about this GoFundMe page and also linking it. You also have big streamers from Twitter donating thousands of dollars at a time to her GoFundMe page. But the biggest part of all of this, I'm pretty sure the sister that runs the account probably saw my video of people questioning, well, if she had this account, how did she get into it? And why isn't she posting all of the things that are on this account? Because you have an archive on Instagram. Because she just posted, yes, I do have access to her archive, but nothing from this account should go public. The police told us not to share any evidence since nothing has been finalized, and we're not even being updated on what's happening. For now, everything will stay private. Also, thank you. We're so close to reaching our GoFundMe goal. So at this point, I don't know if this was a change that was made by Celeste's sister when she got on the Instagram account, or if it's something that Celeste did before she passed away, because mind you, this account was private. I looked it up as soon as all of these photos from that account were being leaked on Twitter. Can confirm the GoFundMe that is linked to that account is definitely a legit GoFundMe. All of the news sources are talking about it. We can confirm it's people in her family that made that GoFundMe page. You also have people on Twitter and big streamers talking about it and trying to help get people to donate because this GoFundMe is for her funeral. So yeah, I thought this was a big thing to come on here and update just in case there is somebody that wants to donate to her family's GoFundMe, but also just to show the relevancy of those old posts that her friends are leaking of her wearing this ring with a tattoo of David on her finger. I can't help but think maybe her mom never said anything about it, because you got to remember, guys, she had been missing for a whole year when she was found. So her mom maybe didn't know if she does in fact have the David tattooed on her finger. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this.
Oh, we have more video footage, but I just want to talk about that right there. Wasn't that a lot?
Yep, the family is monetizing off of her death.
That's what you got from that.
Mm-hmm.
The GoFundMe. So, celebrity scandalous. She does not agree with the GoFundMe. Devon Grace, what are your thoughts about it? And put it in the comment section. If you agree that the family should raise money to bury their daughter, press 1. If you disagree with it, press 4. Devon, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I have mixed opinions, but like I feel like it's wrong to like make it's it's wrong to make like a lot of money off for somebody that like you like. I feel like it was dumb of the family to like make that like GoFundMe, because like I get it, they're raising money and all, but like how are you gonna raise money off of someone that you didn't try to help, or you didn't try to help? Because easily me, I would have if I was, let's just say her mom, if I was her mom, I would have like, it's probably Celeste and David. I would have like been in the middle of that. I would have made sure nothing was weird was going on. But I guess some people sometimes don't have time.
Grace, what about you?
Exactly. How are you, what are you raising these funds for, right? Do they even have the body yet? If they just found the body a day or two ago, they're probably still looking at it, still probably evidence, right? So it does seem very disingenuous for this family to throw up a GoFundMe when they really weren't checking for this girl at all, for her to be out here with tattoos and all of this. Like, it shows how many people um, did not help her when they had an opportunity, because who, like, what tattoo artist is gonna tattoo an underage person
Mm.
right there,
Well, I'm
right?
gonna.
And
Oh, go ahead.
no, well, and I was just thinking about the school, and you were talking about the truancy. I'm thinking, like, post-pandemic, maybe that's not even an issue because she was homeschooled or something, or did online school.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think that's the case now, is it? If that's the case, you wouldn't be missing because you're already in homeschool. So I don't see how that can be logical. But I will say this: I disagree with everybody on the panel. That should not come to no surprise. I think that it's important to raise money. If the parents don't have any money, you're gonna have. Do you not? It costs a lot of money to bury someone. No, they don't have all of her body parts, but the little body parts they do have, I'm sure her family definitely want to celebrate that. And even if the family knew that she was with this celebrity, I don't think that the family had an idea that this man was going to kill her. So, my heart goes to the family for grieving. Did they do the best to protect her, knowing the information that they knew that she was with this grown man, living their best life? No, I'm thinking possibly. I don't know. I want to say this. I want to say the mama was like, okay, Celeste, you're going to keep on running away. Okay. And they probably talked to the mom and had a sit. I'm thinking this fantasy talk. But then that's a lie. Okay, listen, it don't
Hey,
make sense.
Gigi.
Hold on, wait. I'm trying to rationalize this shit. Okay,
Okay.
okay, because they said she ran away after the movies. So that's deceitful. That's not an honest person. I can understand if David said, listen, she's going to live with me, and they have a conversation with the mom, right? And it's like, okay, mom, I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars, but you don't have to worry about anything. Let's keep in contact. And, but it wasn't like that because they said that
Yeah.
she went to the movies with David. So who gave her permission to go to the movies with David? I'm assuming her mom, or did she just say, I'm leaving? Or did the mom know exactly who David was? According to the brother, and I show you people talking about the brother, it seems like the brother knew exactly who David was and how old David was. And I know people can say, well, the mom probably thought it was a goddamn teenager. But then again, I guess when it comes to a girl, you would want to do, want to know, I want to meet this fucking David. I want to know who you're going out with, and
Exactly.
everybody don't have parents like me. Let me tell y'all a little bit about me, okay? Listen, I came from a very strict background, okay? And yeah, I'm a transgender, okay? And anytime I was going on a date, I started going on dates when I was 17, 16. My father will have them put, and these are girls. I didn't go on, it wasn't allowed. It wasn't allowed in my household. The LGBT stuff, it was not allowed. So yeah, even with the girls. It's funny because I'm being so vulnerable right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Even with the girls, my father, my stepfather, but he is my father because he raised me, right? And I do have my biological father in my life. For those that want to know in the back, I have, two. Not two in a sense, they both homosexuals. None of them homosexuals. My stepfather with my mother. I gotta say it because y'all mind go. Anyway, my father will have the girls put their hand on the Bible and they have to get saved in order to go out with me. or even to be around me. It was so fucking embarrassing. Like any associate or friends that
That
came
is
to the house
hilarious.
or was around me, my father would take it upon himself to get them saved and ask them, "Do you know Jesus Christ?" And he would do this whole thing, and I would be so embarrassed to the point where I didn't even want to bring people around because they're going to get saved. And it's like, can you stop forcing that on people? And he's like, "Well, I have to because I have to protect you. God made." They always say God made me the covenant or something of your life, and it's our duty. We just have to do it. Uh, you're gonna appreciate it when you get older, okay? But
That is so beautiful. That's the kind of covering people need to put over their children. It's like, I mean, that's a lot, but
it is a
Celeste didn't
lot,
have anything close to that, right?
right?
Because for her to be so young, I remember being 11, 12, even 13, 14. I was not ripping and running the streets. That's ridiculous.
Mm. Now, when I was 12, 13, I was trying to rip and run the streets because my house was such a Christian household. I mean, to this day, my mom, she cannot watch like worldly stuff on TV, like Tyler Perry. She has to sneak and watch Tyler Perry stuff just because it does not align with our faith. So growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch or listen to secular music or whatever. So I was sneaking and listen to it, and I wanted to run away from that place because it was a prison to me. So 13, 14, yes, I was trying to run away. So you know, yeah. But let's get back on
So
track.
Gigi,
I have
Gigi,
yes.
you just outed your mom sneaking and watching Tyler Perry, girl.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. But I wanted to is any other wives or moms do you sneak from your husband and do stuff or no? Is that a common thing or no? Celebrity scandalous, now you're quiet. Okay,
I
she's
didn't hear
not
what you said. What
speaking.
did you
Oh, I
say? I'm
said,
sorry.
is that a common thing? Do wives, women, do they sneak and do things behind their husband's back?
I've never
Like
been married, but I'm sure they do.
like watching TV or watching a certain listen to certain music, or if you have a strong, of your household, because in our household the man is always the head, of course, because that's just the faith. And he says, it's not allowed to listen and to dabble into that worldly stuff, so you know she has to, she sneaks and listen. What now? If she watch it, he's not gonna hit her. He's not abusive or anything like that, you know. So
I grew up in a two-parent family, and my mother, that would not have worked in our family. Like my dad was the head in terms of bills and finances and things like that. Both parents work, but no, you're not gonna tell us what we can. You not. I mean, even with me, like it was a democracy in our house. Like you don't
yeah,
just get to be a ogre and tell everybody what they got to do. That seems weird to me, but that's just me.
yeah, it's just the faith, and they will say this celebrity. It's not them doing it. They're just being obedient to God's law, and they're just doing what God's law. It's not them. They don't make up the rules, okay?
That's
It's
a whole
their
that's a whole
duty,
nother Judy, that's a
right?
whole nother topic because we could go into all these rules people make, half the things people talk about fornicate, like we wouldn't be able to do nothing nowadays.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's a
But
different
that's why
story.
those type of people, they think the world is so demonic too, and the world is coming to an end. because, but anyway, let's get back on there. Let's get out of my crazy life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so going back here, I will continue to play. Okay, so from this clip, I also wanted to talk about the brother said the same car that Celeste would get into the car with when David was picking her up was the same car that she was found dead in. So this Tesla car that this guy David was picking her up, did they not meet, David every time? Um how my parents work or family work, anytime somebody come pick me up, they will have to come to my in the house and speak, and it was just considered rude. not to come into the house and speak before I go in the car with them. And if they did that, if I was to go and in a car and leave, they're going to look at me sideways. They're going to think it's weird and it's suspicious. Like, what are you up to? What are you hiding? What's going on? And they're going to investigate. Then they're going to have a prayer over me and they're going to say, we need to rebuke something that's not right. And the Holy Spirit told them. But yeah. So what do you think about that, Devon, that this car kept on pulling up and it was David, but it seems like they didn't have a lot of interaction with David all the times that he was picking her up?
I would feel that that's kind of weird because if someone was coming to pick up my daughter, um, if someone was coming to pick up my daughter from my house every single day and there's no interaction, I would say that's kind of weird because you're picking up my daughter and you don't even want to come in my house and say hi. Like,
Celebrity, is that weird to you?
The whole situation is weird, but we don't know what kind of interaction they had because from what we're hearing, they knew who he was. They knew about the Tesla. Like, so he picked her up. If they knew who he was, maybe she would skip out every day. Like, we don't know if he came to the door or not. It sounds like she was estranged from her family. And at some point they had seen him with this car. And that's about as much as we know about that Tesla. Like, she was gone for a year. She really wasn't missing because they tell us they knew where she was with them.
Mm. But they just didn't want. Do the parents, do the family ever tell us why didn't they get police involved, or why didn't they expose him or out him?
Yeah, we're not hearing nothing until they asking for a GoFundMe. That's the problem.
Got it. Okay. But don't you think they need money to bury her if they don't have any?
I mean, considering the fact that you guys did nothing all this time, but now you're coming forward to the public. I would have wanted to hear from you a year ago. Of course she needs to be buried. She needs a beautiful burial. But y'all people, I don't trust you to handle no money because this is about money now. I want to know about who was coming forward to the police, to the media about this 11-year-old, 12 and 13-year-old. So I have a problem with it, with them. Yeah, there
Where
could be somebody who could do the burial, but them asking for money is disgraceful.
where is the father? Is the father still alive, or is Celeste's father dead? Where is the father?
I haven't heard any reports about a dad. I haven't heard anything.
Got it. And do you guys feel that David parents need to speak out? I mean, what household did he grow up in? What high school did he go to? Did he finish high school? Did he graduate high school? Devon, do you know what high school he went to?
no, I don't.
Got it. Did he drop out of high school too?
I don't. I don't think that's released. Yeah, that's not released.
Got it. Grace, do you know anything about his school or his background? I mean, in the interview, he said he's a Christian, but but do you know anything about his background?
No, I don't really know anything about him. I didn't even know that he was the viral TikTok song. Like I really didn't know anything about this guy. So it's just interesting to see. Like, and for me, for him to make this his art is what's like the most kind of twisted part about it.
Mm. Everybody said he was homeschool. So what does that mean? Does that mean he come from money? Does that mean that his mom was there? His father was there? Do
I
you
would
guys know
say
about his mother and father? And thank you for letting us know that he was homeschool.
I would say it probably means he spent a lot of time online or like by himself, like not really socializing.
Isn't that something? He didn't socialize, but yet he has 5 million followers. Hell, I need to start getting on Discord so I can grow some followers because clearly I'm out of touch with what's going on with the world. I'm really out of touch. So, girl, I just want to get some Cheetos and curl my toes, okay? Okay. But look like he'll have to dig on his internet. It said David was homeschooled. He has a short documentary on YouTube with both parents. Renee,
Oh,
I gotta look that up. Renee, you scared the shit out of me. Look, I read that it said David was homeschooled and he wrote a short documentary on you. I said, what the fuck?
uh,
I said, oh no, he didn't. I don't know that man. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. I wonder, can we pull that up? Do you guys want to pull
yeah.
that up? I wonder what I have to look for. I'm just gonna put David documentary. David
Maybe
documentary.
this will give us.
All right, so I'm trying to pull it up and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm seeing. So this is what I'm seeing. Disturbing. Oh, look at us, you guys. Let's get these likes up and get the views up. Come on, we can do better with the likes. David's story just got can you tell me, Grace, which one is it? Grace, are you there?
Let me see. Yeah, sorry. Hmm. No, none of these. I have no. I think there was a celebrity who said that there was or was that from the chat?
Oh,
Chat, help us out.
it was from the chat, right? I'm sorry. I was like, I just blamed that on Grace, like, I don't see it. I don't
Grace said it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
it took her a minute. Okay, they said Tisa. Okay, Tisa Tales. Let's go to Tisa. Tisa Tales. She's always on it. All right. It says everybody miss. I don't see the documentary per se, but I'm just gonna take your word for it. I don't want to get lost in the sauce and just sitting up here looking for stuff that I can't find. All right, I just take your word for it. He grew up with both parents. So do you guys feel like his parents should speak out? Devon, do you feel like his parents should speak out about this? To say, hey, we didn't raise our son this way. We don't know who this person is. You know, we pray for the family or something. What is the last name of David? We don't know nothing about David. Celeste, do you guys know his last name? Is David even his real name?
I don't think that's his full name. They did release his government name.
What is it?
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Okay. Devon, did you know his name or you just knew him as David?
I just knew him as David.
Got it. Isn't that something? We think we know somebody. Let me see. For David name, real name. Okay, it's David
It
Anthony.
looks like
This
right.
is his real name. So where the Burke family at? So this is this David? He got so many.
Yes.
Okay, that's David. Uh-huh. Okay, parents. David real name is David Anthony. His parents are not public known. Okay. But isn't it something that she's with this guy? He kills her. Of course, she's innocent, but has no money. So, I mean, she was just really doing it because of, I would hate to say love. Do you think that she loved him, Devon? Do you think that he loved her?
Yeah, I think she loved him, but he went and threw it away. But I don't know how he could do that to her when he has a little sister himself, so I don't know how he could do that to her when he has a little sister himself.
Celebrity scandalous. Same question.
I just think he's been wanting to do this for some time. It's just
What?
been like, ideation for him, like a fantasy. Because if he put it in his music and he wrote about it and did videos, it he played it out in video. You know how they say real life reflects fiction. You know what they say. That's how I feel about him.
Mhm. Do you think that she loved him? Do you guys hear that? That's kind of like creepy, that noise. Devon, who is that coming from?
My bad, that's my cat. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Oh Lord, I was going to say, is that one of those David sirens? You know, I thought he was trying to do a witchy craft spell.
Nah, season heat. I'm gonna mute my mic for a little bit so she's not
Okay,
annoying.
that's a cat. Okay, thank you, Devon. Renee donated $2. Called David Mini Documentary. Oh, thank you, Renee. It's called David Mini Documentary. Okay, I looked that up, and I want to know: do you
Yeah, I
guys
just
think that's
found it.
you did?
Yeah, Gigi, I just found it. David is David hyphen the mini documentary presented by Spotify, and it's like 10 minutes long, 10:49
David,
on YouTube.
got it. Okay, David.
Hyphen, like space, hyphen, space, the mini documentary.
When do you tell me when did it come out?
Um, a year, it says a year ago.
A year ago.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted to be famous, famous.
I mean, I guess he already got documentaries about himself. Kanye's just came out today, so I guess he did, child.
Yeah, everything that's been in the past 18 months, it's been absolutely bonkers.
That's it. That's where he came from. I'm assuming this is backyard.
Yeah,
Um,
that's his house.
that's his house. Okay. Okay. I cannot play it straight through because I don't know about the censorship. You know how it is. So I'm just gonna skim it so I won't get in trouble. I really want to look at his daddy and his mama. Do we see his daddy and him? Is that his dad? Yeah. See, he got that music in there. Let me turn that music off. Is that his dad? I want to. Okay, so this is the house, and I'm sure this house is a house of horrors, right? What they were doing in that house. So this is the mama and the daddy, huh? Ooh, we got eyes on a mama and a daddy, y'all. This is David mama, and this is David father. I want to go on their Facebook page, child. Shit, I want to
Mm,
see. Ooh, Celebrity
the
Scandal.
parent.
Did you go to his Facebook or their Facebook to find out what they about?
I haven't. I'm just seeing them just like you for the first time, but I sure want to hear what they got to say.
Hell yeah. Is they mute? Did they shut that shit down or what? Because everybody on Facebook, I want to see the cousins. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I
gonna go look on
mean?
Facebook
The
now.
brothers and sisters, what they saying, what they doing. Are they saying pray for the family? Everything is lies. What are they saying? What they doing? Press 7 if this is your first time seeing David's family, his mama and daddy. Whoo! And it's crazy. He come from a two-parent household. His daddy and his mama involved. And did he bring Celeste over to see his mama and his daddy? Or he was ashamed? Did they not know what their son was doing? Did they just have no idea? Did he get it from his daddy? I mean, what is it? What is it? Ooh. His childhood was probably messed up. Probably so. Do y'all want me to go try to dig on Facebook? Press 9 if y'all want me to try to dig on Facebook, dig up their name. My goodness, I do it. I do it. Ruth said don't do it. Why?
No, I
What?
say do it.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so what was that? Colleen?
I mean, honestly, the parents look like a nice couple, just from their image.
Yeah, well, we thought he was nice too, right? So that's what they do. They put on masks. They're good at masking around, just like Satan, right? Don't Satan put on masks? Do you think he gonna come to you like a boogeyman? Huh? Am I talking too good, Grace? Look, Grace said she gonna shut up on that one.
I'm sorry, no. You know what? I feel like people tell you who they are, right? And David, looking at him, the images that he put out them of himself with his eyes all messed up, all the blood over him, that doesn't scream healthy. Like that's not mentally sound. So
Mm.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not seeing his people on here. I see a lot, but I don't see no black. I mean, she black, but that ain't her. Did you find anything, celebrity? Okay,
No,
why
I'm
he
still looking
spell his,
out.
he
Hmm.
spell his name awkward too? What's that? Dewan? What is that? Dewan? What is Grace? How you pronounce that David name? His daddy, Dewan. What is that? You want me to go back to a Grace? How do you say that name? Dewan.
The wood, or is it like woo do? So like the woo?
Child, I don't know what they
Oh,
got
there's a
going on.
Dawood. Oh, it's Burka.
Yeah, but they don't be on social media like that. Whatever. And did he come? Somebody was trying to tell me he was bisexual. Devon, is he bisexual? I don't care his sexuality. It's none of my business. But somebody was trying to make a point about that yesterday.
I don't think that's published yet. I don't think that's published yet.
Yeah. So all I knew he was a heterosexual. I didn't see that as a gay or nothing like that. Bi. He sure didn't have a coming out party. So okay. Okay, so his parents is not on Facebook. So we just get an inside of his house. It looked like he got a nice house. On the outside, I didn't think it was going to be this nice, but on the inside, it looks really nice.
That
So that's
closet.
where he lived with his parents. Because I'm looking at it. Because his
Good.
mom said he would record and they would hear him go into his little studio. So he was living with his parents. I don't think that's the house he was in with Celeste.
Right. Warehouse. And he's new to fame then, right? This celebrity is new to him.
Yeah,
He
we got to
started
find out where they lived. Uh-huh.
he started recording in his closet, like starting to make some music in his closet. Then he moved to a
Hmm.
studio, and then now he's on stage, but then he moved to on stage.
Hmm. I need to go in my closet.
So,
Is that
Gigi,
is that
you
where the magic
crazy.
at? In the closet? Shit.
Girl, make some music. Romantic homicide too, okay?
No, I don't be feeling that way. My music gonna be F everybody. F everybody. Cause I don't give a F. F everybody. Cause I don't give a F.
I like that music too. Like, what's her name? Rico Nasty. Like, she has a song with like "Smack a Bitch" today.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's-
I listen to a lot of Mellow Bucks. I don't know if you guys familiar with her. She's a Chicago rapper. I listen to her every single
no.
day. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to look in the comment section, and people are
Yeah.
saying, "Nah, bro, we getting a new documentary." People are not believing this documentary. They feel like it's very fluffy. So clearly, they're giving you one presentation, and people feel like it's not real. Goes to comment section. They say, "Can you imagine his parents' headspace right now?" Yeah, or maybe they knew who his child was, who their child was. I'm not sure. He literally, like every other teen, is so wholesome. He's truly so inspiring. Oh, that was a year ago.
Mm,
That was a
right.
year ago when they didn't know what was going on.
Right. See,
Yeah.
y'all, and it just goes to show most people are sheep. Most people don't know. You know, they're going to assume whatever you give them, they're going to buy into it. All right. So I'm going to go back here.
In the comments. Sorry, but I feel like some of you need to really learn how to do research before you comment, because I
Mm.
actually did some research before I made the video saying that Celeste's parents failed her because her own brother, Matthew Rivas, came out to NBC Los Angeles and made a statement saying that the family was well aware that the girl knew singer David when she disappeared, and she was actually on the way to see a movie with him. He even went on to say that she was picked up multiple times in his Tesla Model Y, the same one her body was found in. You can go research this. This is all public information. This is coming from the very brother, this blood brother of Celeste. And the Sun has now reported, and take it with a grain of salt because it's the Sun, but they're saying that a family friend has come out and said that it wasn't the first time that Celeste ran away or went missing due to being with this man.
I want to stop really quick because I'm still trying to process this thing out about her the last time she ran away. So she's gone to the movies. Did she get permission from her parents to go to the movies or what? But she goes to the movies with David. Do they know she's going with David, or they just assume it's with David because they saw the Tesla and they just associate a guy named David with the Tesla? She did not pack a bag. So once she didn't come home that night, what did the mom do? The next day she did the missing report, or what? Because I guess she did tell the police that she left with a guy named David, but then that's it. So it's still unclear. Did the mom really know or not? I'm still trying to get a stamp on that. Celebrity, your thoughts about it?
Well, it sounds like initially, I don't know if it's the same incident where she went to the movies, because they said she went to the movies and then she didn't come home. It sounds like the first initial runaway or missing, there was a report of her missing. It sounds like her family did, but then she came home. This is per the teacher, came home and then left again. So it sound, and then I told you that article says she left and then was contacted by a source from David's camp or whomever saying, Don't keep putting this out. You know, she's with me, or you know where she is. She's not missing." So it sounds like initially there was a one report that she was missing, but then it stopped.
Mm. Well, she should have replied back, "You're holding a innocent person hostage, and according to the law, you are X, Y, and Z, and you will be accountable. I'm sending your information to the feds right now. Be prepared." I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
This was the second time. And the first time the family did make social media posts, they did, put out missing flyers. And then the daughter came back home. Celeste came back home to be with her mom and then ran away again to be with David. Then the family was given a call by someone they don't know telling them that the daughter was fine and to take down the social media posts about her being missing. But at the words of her own brother, the family knew about David in this relationship. The brother had reported the relationship to the police.
Hold on, Magical. Magical, what's going on? Now, Magical says he is freaky, not sure PDF. Magical, let's go over this again. That man is 20 years old, Magical. And Celeste, she didn't even make it to C15. She was 14. Okay? She was 14 when she died. That right there is a PDF. And then when you take it back, 1913. 18,
See,
12. Huh?
they don't see it that way. That's one of the big issues is that they don't like. I think too many people don't see an issue with a 12-year-old girl being with an 18-year-old man.
Well, that's the law, sweetheart.
No, so
I
technically this person
agree.
is right. He's not a PDF. He's lower. There's a one level lower than a PD, and is when you mess with children under 12, it's a even more harsh crime, and there's a name for it. So that person is right. He is lower than a PDF because she was younger than 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're saying, no, I meant Little Nas X is not a PDF. I just think they just freaking. Well, how did Little Nas X get into the conversation?
Huh? What little Nas X got to do with this? Oh
I don't
Lord.
understand how he got into this conversation. All right. So yeah, I'm sure. Oh, Divine, do you go back into Discord to see what his fan base is saying? Everybody just discussed it right now. Do you see anybody that's sympathizing with him?
No, I think everybody's blaming him.
Now, where's his fan base at? Who is his fan base?
His fan base is mostly YouTube and Discord.
Like the demographic.
Oh,
Are they
like the
white,
teens,
black? Are they Korean? Are they
like
women? Are they boys? What are they?
I mean, they're mostly made for like women and boys, and like they're made for everybody, but like most the demographic is boys, girls, and like teens. It's made for teens.
What
Most
age
of
base? What's age?
like what age? Like
They're saying his fan base is kids.
yeah, kids.
How old? We talking about 5 years old? What we talking about?
Not
Probably
like five,
teenagers usually.
like
Okay,
like
I'm
like
look
19
I'm
to
looking
like
on AI. Yeah, it's saying 15 and 19.
15 and 19.
because
Mm.
if a 5-year-old is watching his music, they gotta his their parents gotta do something about that.
Well, I say this.
Right.
When Michael Jackson, when he was 5 years old, Michael Jackson was making adult content talking about women in relationships and breaking up. So I was just asking, because you just never know. Growing up, it was a boy group. They was 5, 6, 7, 9 years old talking about relationships and Candy Girl and all that. So you just never know.
Gigi, you made a good point. It just kind of dawned on me what you were saying because, we're going back saying that this little girl met him when she was 11. And so maybe she ran away the first time when she was about 12. What 11 or 12 or even a 13-year-old gets to go on a car date to a movie with a driving a teen? Huh? Girl, what? 13?
Exactly. Because I'm looking it up. It says she was last seen in April of
I'm
2024
dropping
when
you and
she
your
was
friends off.
13.
Of
So
course, that's
I'm
what they
picking you
do.
up.
All right.
Because why your friend driving at 13? That's kind of odd. But then again, Celebrity
Yeah.
Scandalous, did they know? Did they get permission? Because if they got permission, then why hide it? So it
But that's what we're
sounds
saying.
it sounds
It's
like
yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
for me it sounds like okay, she left without telling anybody and they saw her speed off in that Tesla car which they associate with the guy named David, that's the singer. And it's like, there she go, driving off again with that guy, mom.
Oh, I
And
see
this
what you're
time she
saying.
just
It's
didn't
not
come
so
back.
much,
Well, the thing
yeah,
about it
it's
is,
not that
if
she's
it's a
just
bunch
letting
of
loose.
teenagers and
She
kids,
ran.
they're gonna
You said what happened, celebrity? What you
teenagers. They don't. They, with teenagers, if you look at some of these shows and stuff, teenagers don't keep secrets well. So everybody around that school was buzzing, and depending on the age of her siblings, yeah, they knew. I mean, the brother came out and said that they knew. He talks about this Tesla they saw her in. You got to wonder, well, a Tesla even? Like that's not even the normal car for even high schoolers unless you're at an affluent school. So that would raise a lot of red flags. What is my 13-year-old doing hopping in a Tesla? That's like her hopping in a Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But if she left, say for instance, if she hopped out the window or she left and you wasn't there and the brother was there and just saw her leaving out, swooping off in a Tesla, I mean, that can be a possibility too, right? But I guess the other point is that people knew and they gossiped about it. So with this information, why didn't she deep dive to figure out who is this David guy? But it seems like she didn't deep dive to, really figure out who that David guy is.
Gigi, who are you saying? The mother didn't do the deep dive?
I don't know much about her, but from the information that we do know, which is not much, no, clearly she didn't. I don't think so. I mean, if she did, let's play around. If she did do a deep dive, then she would know exactly who this David guy is. Every time his ass would have popped up on the YouTube or Instagram, I'm sure she probably following him and making all these trolls accounts. You have my daughter. I want to get somebody involved. I want to expose this person. I'm going on TMZ or something to expose this creep. Because do you guys
Expose
remember
what?
when
I
R.
don't think
Kelly?
they think it's creepy.
Okay, do you remember when R. Kelly, uh, when he
Yes.
got those girls, right? And remember the parents
Mhm.
of the girls that were coming out doing interviews.
Yep.
So something like that.
And those girls were even
Was
older.
years later. I think
What?
those girls were. I think that's years later. At the time, I don't think those parents was saying the story like that. I think they were collecting the money and being quiet.
No, the parents allegedly were going to authorities. However, it didn't become a social media. It got popular in the social media with like different content creators bringing it to the forefront, but they have been going to the authorities.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. So, Grace, it sounds like you're saying that Celeste's mom didn't see anything wrong with her dating David.
I I don't. Well, for her to be reported as missing, she wasn't. I don't think she was happy with it, but she wasn't making. It doesn't look like she was really putting up the fight that she could have around it. And I
Mm.
think for us looking at it being like this is so inappropriate, it's pedophilia X, Y, and Z, I don't think people are really looking at it that way. They're just seeing it as, this young love.
I don't know who those people you're talking about. So, like I said, I really have to get to know them because I was
Yeah.
raised
Well, I'm
in
just saying
such a.
the narrative that I see.
Yeah, I hear you what you're saying, and I'm saying I have to really get to know those people because how I grew up was so old fashioned. It doesn't even. And I know back in the day, because I have a grandmother, rest in peace to her. I love her so much. But she got married when she was 13 to my
Mhm.
grandfather, which he was in his 20s. And they said that was like the norm then. And that was, I believe, like in the 1920s, 1930s, 40s, somewhere around there in America.
Right.
So I say that to say, in my time growing up, it was looked upon as gross. However, in my grandmother's time, it was just how things were. And I know this country is going back to make things great again. I know that they are going down for the age for a crime. 14-year-old is going to be charged as an adult. I hear rumors that they're planning to allow 14-year-olds to marry again like they used to do back in the 1920s, um, so that certain people won't get charged for PDF because they're going to change the laws on that because there's so many government officials and individuals that have those charges. You guys know who I'm talking about. But that's the
Mhm.
rumor, is it? They're going to change the law so they won't, when those Epstein files hit, nobody can get really charged, allegedly. So, things are changing and the world will always change. Laws will always change. Society norms will always change. So I'm out of the loop because you guys know way more than I do when it comes to this society and these different names and stuff that's just starting to take over. So I have to do my job and really look into it. So I got a lot of work to do.
So that's what I was saying in terms of culturally. If you go online and you look at like different cultures and like in Mexico, I mean California, there's a huge
Right.
Mexican population, and so dating at a younger age with older guys is a little bit different culturally. I'm not saying it's legal here, but they might view things differently. So that's the grace that I give her mother. Maybe in their culture, it's acceptable.
Mm.
Well, and he
If it
has a
wa-
little bit of money too, and that goes a long way sometimes.
but why didn't they receive the money? It seems like they didn't receive anything from him. Were they benefiting? I mean, you're with us, big celebrity, and you get nothing.
Well,
Um,
there's the rumor
Well,
that his
even if
sister was.
they're not,
you said what
I'm
happened?
sorry.
sorry, go ahead,
Go ahead.
celebrity.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, even if they're not benefiting directly by like him paying, giving the parents money, if they're taking her off their hands basically, where they're not paying for her food and stuff, that they're benefiting that way.
That's true.
Oh, well, that's kind of harsh. But somebody, Lauren says, yep, strict parents make sneaky kids. And Lauren, I will have to agree with you on that. I have strict parents and I'm very sneaky. I ran circles around my parents. It taught me how to be, it's hard for to say. It just taught me how to really play people, I guess. Um, and just to really, I'm going to be quiet. Lord,
But Gigi,
you're going to get me in trouble.
if
Shit.
you if you i- if you think about it, it don't sound like her parents. They don't say parents, but it don't sound like her parent was too strict because going to movies or meeting people at 11 and then running off by 12 or 13, that don't seem strict to me. That seemed like you doing you out there because they
you, s-
letting you be.
you said what happened again?
And when you got a kid that they're saying the mother knew that the family knew that she was with this, that don't sound strict to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like you're
Yeah,
like
if the mom is allowing them.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's different. But was the mom allowing it or was she just sneaking out or, running away? Just for me, okay, I was raised with strict parents. My parents at the age of when I was like 9 or 10, 11, 12, um, I believe around 10 o'clock. I mean, at the age of 12, 11, I was allowed to pick up the phone because before I was not allowed to pick up the phone. And then when I did pick up the phone, I would have to, it was so, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying this. I would have to say, hello, this is the such and such residence. I have to be a fucking secretary. And I always have to have a pen and paper just in case it's a message if I'm going to pick up the phone. So I would never pick up the phone because I didn't feel like doing all that. But um I say that to say that they were very strict and if I was wanting to go out, I could not. That was impossible. I could not. But what I did was I did skip school. What I did was when they go, to church, because, I go into the teen section or the kids section. When they drop me off at church, I would just go out the back door to meet, such and such. And then I started meeting such and such inside the church. So yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be quiet now because I feel like I'm talking too much.
Gigi, I don't think you're. Well, I don't know. I have had a similar upbringing, so I can relate.
Hmm. Yeah. So I guess to say that, you know what, my parents were strict, right? But what if I snuck out and something happened to me? Then people will
I
probably
think those
say,
that's the
"Oh my goodness, my parents wasn't strict on me. My parents allowed." No, they didn't. They did the best they could with me. It's just that I was rebellious. They were very strict. It was very intoxicating and I wanted freedom. So I looked to guys for freedom. I was looking for a guy to give me freedom, to see me in a different light, not realizing I was just going into a different prison. Because when you get with the guy when you're young age, it seems nice at first, but then they become your prisoner and then they want to have where you going, who you talking to. They don't want you to go anywhere. It's just you're leaving one parent to the next, but it's just different. So
Her case doesn't
okay,
sound
but
like that
Gigi,
though,
were you
Gigi.
out? Yeah, because I was gonna say, were you out? Were you able to just go wherever to the movies at 12?
oh no, 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 no. I wasn't. No.
Well,
At
that's what
12
I'm
year
saying. I
yeah,
don't.
at 12 years old, no, I
So
was
it's
not.
two completely
Yeah,
different. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's
two completely
I'm
different.
just
different
I'm just saying,
situations.
but if I snuck out, what if I snuck out? Like I've done some
But that's
stuff.
the thing. That's a big what if, and that probably wouldn't have happened. Or if it would have happened, you probably have enough of your parents in your head that you maybe wouldn't have snuck out with somebody like this, like a David, right? Like this girl's for her to be with this guy and to have like for it to be a well-known relationship, her parents were not active and present.
Yes.
The two things couldn't happen.
Yeah, sneaking out and having a relationship that people know about. That's far. That's a big gap there,
Yeah,
Gigi.
nobody knew about my relationships. I kept my shit locked in. My
And
friends
it
didn't even know.
and then kids sneak out, they come home. It sounds like this girl snuck out and then came home, but then was gone. That's different.
Yeah,
That,
I understand it's different. I'm not trying to compare me with Celeste. I'm just saying that it's a possibility that when I look back in my timeline, something could have happened to me like this. Shit, maybe
Right.
I am comparing me with Celeste. I scratched that. Yes, I am comparing me to Celeste because I could have died too. I have ran off with guys and I could have died.
but
Um,
Gigi, I think a lot of us
huh?
have done things when we were younger. I mean, I think a lot of us have done things or snuck off and done, I mean, that's kind of, I'm not saying everybody, but we've all been young and done stupid things that our parents didn't know about. That's, yeah, we've all gotten in the cars and done stuff that we shouldn't have done. But this is way different
Mm,
to me.
mm. I understand it's different. I was just talking about as far as the mother is concerned because I don't know if she knew or not. Like they say that she knows, but they just say that they just knew she was going off with a guy named David. With my parents, they didn't know his name, they didn't know anything. When I went down for questioning, I didn't tell them anything. And they just threw me into like a church camp. Like that summer, I got sent away. Um
Well,
but yeah, huh?
but I would also say, I want to be sensitive, but this is a little girl too, right?
Yeah,
And, yeah, and if you're being raised as a little boy, you get more leniency in ways that a little girl doesn't get.
Mm.
that's true. That's facts.
Well, it seemed like my parents were more strict on me with me being a boy than her.
Right. No, I understand you're like you had strict parents. So I think you're looking at it from a different lens than people who don't. Like I'm just by watching so many true crime stories and listening to people talk about their trauma and overcoming their childhood, like everybody doesn't have parents that care where they are, that they came home from school every day. And I think
Yeah.
for some of us, that's crazy to even think about because that would have never been the case. But for other people, that was real life.
Mm.
Yeah, because strict or not strict, I don't see any world in which your 13-year-old just off and goes to be with an adult male and you not raise hell about it. That this whole thing about they got a call and was told to back off is no way in the world you're going to tell me to take down missing flyers about my kid. So I don't
Right.
understand that aspect.
Mm. So you're saying that you don't understand the fact that I guess she stop searching for her child because she did put in missing report. So she is doing something active because I'm
The
sure some parents don't even do that.
the first time. But if this girl was with him up until she was 14, almost a day before she was 15, that flyer, whatever they had, should have been ongoing and active. From what was being reported, it ceased. Her missing status stopped sometime last year. That should have never been. She should have been on a milk carton. And again, this could have been to me, this could have been prevented if somebody in her family had came forward, because it sounds like people knew. We would have known that David was with a little girl, my child. That's my voice. That's my kid. That's my duty as a parent, to raise as much ruckus as I can. We're not, nobody's sleeping good when you got my 13, 14-year old with you a grown man. That's just not happening.
Mm. So where's the father?
Do you know the statistics or the percentages of fathers that's not in the household? So they ain't even mention him. So we don't know.
Got it.
They only talked about the mother, the brother, and the sister. So to me, those are the three people who were in her life who had information, knowledge, and who were probably in control of her custody and care. And sounds like who dropped the ball.
Mm. Do you know what the mom did for a living?
No, I don't even want to say because it would be wrong. So let me be quiet.
Got it. Do you know what the mom did for a living raising 3 kids? Grace, I'm
Oh, if
sorry.
you're asking me, no, sorry. No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I was saying, Grace, she asking you because I ain't gonna answer.
Okay. Waterboy says usually Hispanic fathers are around unless they're deported or Puerto Rican. All right. Why blame
Hmm.
the bio mom for foster mom's mess up? So she was a foster kid.
Well, see here, let me say this. I don't know if she was a foster or the bio. I said mother. So whoever was representing as the guardian, that's the person who dropped the ball. You could call it her cat spirit. That's who dropped the ball.
Mm. All right. Let's play more.
Himself. So it's not like the family didn't know. They need to be accountable as well. It's honestly really believable to me that David paid off Celeste's family, because the reason being is that, like, I was familiar with David because, yes, David is like from Houston or from Texas. I think he lived in Houston or from Houston. He would always be giving back at like the Houston food banks and stuff like that. And one of my I mean, he's not my close friend, but we grew up together. We live around the same neighborhoods. Yeah, from elementary school all the way up to high school. So I know him even still today, and he would always slide up. I'm a journalist, so he would always slide up like, "You need to interview David. You need to interview David. He's so cool. He always responds to my DM." And now like that, all this David stuff has came out. He like doesn't want to believe it because like David had did so much for him, and he was always giving back and stuff. Like every time he would invite me to like see David, it would be like, "Oh, he's gonna be donating at the Houston Food Bank today," like da da da. "Oh, he gave me some tickets to go to see him in Dallas," but I never would want to really go. Like, I thought about it, but I never really wanted to stop what I was doing and go because I was like, I don't really know him like that. Like, yeah, I know that song, but I don't really know him like that to like stop what I'm doing to go see him. Um, and like go with him to Dallas to go see this guy I don't even really listen to. So yeah, And he was even saying now that all this stuff has came out, I had messaged him like, hey, like, what do you think of all this stuff? Because it's crazy. He's like, I just don't believe it. I'm just gonna, keep believing in David until like all of this stuff comes to life or when he gets arrested and things like that. I'm just like, okay, well, I sent him some videos like with the evidence and proof and stuff like that. And he's just like posted on his story like, hey, y'all stop blowing me up about David. Don't blow me up about it because it's just hard to believe that. Like this guy helped my family out. Like when it was the hurricane and stuff like that, he gave my family $5,000 and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man.
Got it. Okay, so Purple, you said the foster parents is who David meant by other family. So are you saying David parents are foster parents and he's a foster kid? Or are you saying that Celeste is a foster child? Which one is which? Okay. Waterboy says, my cousin got a kidnap charge for dragging his 14-year-old daughter back into the house after she tried to run away on New Year's Eve. This was in California. Okay. What are your thoughts about that, celebrity scandalous?
Yeah, I would need to see that case because that doesn't make sense to me. As the parent and your child is 14 and you're trying to prevent them from harm, I can't imagine that would be kidnapping. They must didn't have good representation in California.
Mm. You hear that, Waterboy? She said she need to see the receipts. She ain't buying it. Okay.
Not at all. California, I was litigation too long that don't sound right to me. Kidnapping, unless there was something else going on.
Well, I don't know. Queen said
Next,
that's what I'm saying.
next.
Sit these kids down and get the rules of the house set to the T, because times are only getting worse. So David is way worse than we thought if he targeted a child in foster care. Get a common law birth certificate for your kids. They don't have the rights. Did you hear that another body was found in a car nearby Celeste? No, I did not hear that, Lauren. But
yes, yes, we have heard that came out. We started hearing that yesterday, Gigi. Yes.
Well, tell me about it. Tell us about it.
I've been trying to find more details. I heard one little report, but they said that there was another body. I don't know all the details, but if you go and type it in, you're going to see. I almost want to say Tisa may have done something about reported on that too. Yeah, but people have been saying that. Because they're trying to say, oh, maybe he didn't really do it.
What? So is this body, do they know if it's a girl, a little girl, or a boy, or a man, or what was it?
I'll be honest, Gigi, I haven't done a deep dive into it. I've just heard that there was another female body found in that general vicinity. That's as much as I know. I haven't.
Got it.
Yeah.
So they're not connecting the two murders to him.
It's kind of up in the air right now. I think people are making all kind of speculation.
Okay, they said it's another female. They said the body was missing an index finger. So was it the same body, just different parts and different cars?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh,
Well, what? But then they found wasn't her finger on, didn't that how they identified because it had the tattoo?
Well, do she got a tattoo on the other hand too?
Girl, I don't know. Because in his song, he says she got his name on his chest. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she got a tattoo on her finger, and then she got another shish tattoo on her hand. Now, who is giving out these fucking tattoos? Can we talk to the people that did the tattoo? Somebody did that tattoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do it herself. So the person that did the tattoo, they can speak about it. They said it's not a totally different female. I guess it's the same woman with different body parts spattered in different cars.
This person
a totally different female.
No, a totally different female. Yeah, she said
it's a totally I read that wrong.
Yeah.
No, a totally different. Ain't that some shit? You can read something and still be wrong. God damn.
Okay.
You gotta comprehend, motherfucker. Comprehend. Shit. Ah, you can read it and not comprehend. Ain't that some shit? oh, oh my God. Okay. This has some industry stuff. I bet on it. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Play some more.
Yeah, but sometimes good people do bad things. Like he could have been all of those things. Yeah, he donated to all those things, but sometimes people overcompensate for being a bad person. And it's sad. I really believe that David allegedly did this just because of like his art. I believe that could have been the case, but yeah, that's just my take on the little David thing, just based off my personal experience. Maybe it wasn't real. I went to look to see maybe her sister made a new account to link this GoFundMe, but
they said she was underage. They want to admit tattooing her. Now, Ruth, how old do you have to be to get a tattoo? Celebrity scandalous. Do you have to be a huh?
Don't you have to
Yeah,
be
I was gonna say, I
16
thought
or
it was
you need your
18
don't you have to
originally.
have your
Yeah, it was 18, but 16 with parents' permission.
16 with parents, yeah, with parents' permission?
Well, she ain't even reached 15 yet. So you know that was illegal.
Well,
Hmm.
David was an adult, so maybe he pretended to be the parent or something. He could have
Now
signed
you
it
know his ass can't
or
be the
something.
parent. Dave, look at David
Not
and
No,
at 20.
no, but I'm saying he could have acted as if, the legal guardian or something.
really, he
I,
looks young. He's short.
but if he was 18, then maybe you just need person, a legal person of age. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. That's odd.
says this account was joined January of 2024, which would be consistent with the timeline of her running away to allegedly be with David. Does say that they changed their username one time since this profile has existed. The GoFundMe that's linked to this account is literally booming. It has done so well, but I was able to confirm that this is a legit GoFundMe for Celeste's family. It's the same account that's linked in the bio of that Instagram. I have multiple news sources picking this up and talking about this GoFundMe page and also linking it. You also have big streamers from Twitter donating thousands of dollars at a time to her.
All right. Well, I think we're going to end it here for today. I just want to say, Celebrity and Grace and Devon, I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with me and chatting. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all made the show.
Thank you,
I looked
Gigi,
up
for having me. I'm
for
gonna keep
California.
looking.
Okay. What you say, Grace?
I looked up for California, like the tattoo rules, and it said that it's strictly prohibited for anyone under the age of 18, even with parental consent. So I doubted if anybody would admit to tattooing her because it would be illegal.
Well, they
Oh.
need to go to jail too.
Yeah. But Gigi, just maybe you'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, they are talking about it was a second female's body was found in a trunk at a separate tow yard in California.
Wow.
So maybe we can talk about that.
Sounds good. I'm down. All right. Love you
All right.
guys.
Bye.
All right, y'all. We out. I'm thinking about coming on tonight. And if I was to come back on tonight, what would you guys want to talk about? Put in the comment section. Give me some ideas. What are some topics that you guys would like to talk about? Any cases outside that you guys think that we need to come here to talk about? Hey, Queen. All right. Let me know. Okay. Other than that, I might see you guys tonight. I love you guys. Kevin Samuel's not even alive right now. Kavan said, come back. I'm going to try. Kavan, give me some ideas. What are some good topics to come back with? All right. Charlie Kurt and Charleston White. Well, Waterboy, I would do Charlie Kurt. That's going to be on my other channel because it's political. Um, Ooh, gold Trump. So y'all want? I've tried doing politics on this channel, but it really don't be biting, So that's why I did, politics on my other channel called Breakdown Play. Netta and Charles, I definitely don't want to talk about that. I don't get enjoyment out of talk about those people. Like I would rather get a collage of different people talking about Netta and Charles and just put that up there. But I really don't like uh, looking at them. I really don't like talking about them. The times I did talk about them, I did it because that's what everybody was talking about. But it felt like I'm selling my soul when I do stuff or talk about people I don't want to talk about. And I really don't like talking about them. I have no interest in those individuals, on my off time that I'm not looking up. Netta and Charles is not in my algorithm, it's not in my search bar, it's not on my For You page. I don't even know what is the allure that you guys see, but that's not my business. Everybody like what they like. But that's not what I'm into. uh, But talking about Netta and Charles, did you hear about that man that put on wigs and stuff? His name is Amari, and he was going around threatening women at the beauty supply store. Amari Goddess, yeah. He was going around here threatening women. He was going to take a pow on a woman because they was recording him. It's a crying shame, you know. Ugh. It just makes me sick to my stomach every time I look at him. I want to throw up. But I've tried to play nice, I have. But I think, I don't know. I don't want to play nice no more. Shit. Can you put a link to all your pages in the Messy Speed Spot bio? Jay, I will do that. I will do that. Thank you, Jay. All right. Can we talk about the signing everyone up for new credit card union to get $75 for joining free? Queen, come on now. I'm more a gossip content. That's more informing, educational, you know. That sounds nice, but that is not the niche of this channel. So I'm gonna try to probably find somebody. Somebody have died recently. We'll talk about somebody trying to get justice for somebody that's getting away with murder. And if I can't find anything, I might circle back to Meeks. Okay, Romika Meeks. But other than that, that's about it. All right. Did King Harris get jailed, attacked? I don't even know who King Harris is. Are you talking about T.I. and Tiny's child, a boy? I don't know if he got jailed. I can look into it. I have no idea. Oh, are you talking about Rashida and Kurt's son, Kai Frost, the one that shot that guy for beating up his sister? No, he didn't get jailed. He got off. He's walking, he's fine. The body on the second woman was found Tuesday. Okay. The body on the second woman was found Tuesday in South Los Angeles after family members filed a missing persons report. The family had reportedly tracked the woman to Scorch the Honda Civic. Oh, wow. Now, if it was something politics that I would be open to discussing over here would be Candace Owens. Candace Owens, she's not going to be going to the funeral of Charlie Kirk. Candace Owens, she also was waving her finger at the government for counseling Jimmy, and I think that is very interesting, how Candace is moving out here. If I was to take a swing at politics on this channel, I will be open to talking about that. So yeah. I don't like her. I don't like her either, Alice. Well, I don't like a lot of people, Alice. Hell. Yeah, but just because I dislike you, I don't dislike her. I just, she's just not my cup of tea. But just because I don't feature you doesn't mean that I won't listen to you, because I listen to a lot of people I like. honestly. And to be honest with you, I get inspired by some people I dislike. Do you guys find that odd that I can dislike a person, or I can just like cannot stand a person and I can still be inspired by that person? I can still learn so much from that person even though I don't like them. Yeah, that's just me. Press 1 if you can relate. Press 9 if you can't relate. Some people have the ideas like they don't like a person, and it's just like whatever they say, it's like they're blocked off and they don't want to hear it. And whatever you say, I don't want to hear it because I don't like you. I'm not like that. I can dislike you and I will listen to you and I would learn something from you. I'm not going to block it off because I dislike you or I have an issue with you. That's just me though. Um, yeah, she isn't the greatest. All right, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about her because clearly a lot of you all don't like Candace in here, so I don't want to turn you off. So I won't talk about Candace over here. Okay. I don't care for my boss, but damn, she's so smart. I know that's right, Ball. I'll be learning from that boss I don't like. I just learn from it. And I guess the reason why I don't know. I think possibly it has to do with my childhood because I didn't like my father because he was so strict. And but I still had to listen to him. I still have to listen to him because in my household you can't talk back and you have to listen. You cannot walk away. You cannot roll your eyes. So I was disciplined to listen to individuals I did not like. It doesn't matter if I dislike them or not. I had to listen. And I had to be respectful while listening. I couldn't have a smart remark, or you know how some people listen, but they're rolling their eyes, or they're letting you know that they don't like listening to you. I had to learn a poker face. So, meaning that I can have a person I dislike and I will listen to them and I have a smile on my face and I will act like I'm so engaging. I will be engaging. In my mind, it'd be like, I cannot stand you, but I've learned to have a poker face so another person can't read that I have a dislike for them. You won't be able to read it. You won't be able to know if I dislike you or not. That's what it taught me. And then within that, I just start to absorb so much information that was beneficial to me. And I'm kind of thankful that I have that tool set that I can listen to people I dislike because I learned so much and it benefits me. So, that's just how I see it. Uh-huh. You'll be a great actress. Thank you. Okay. I like learning different viewpoints and perspective. Me too. I'm always curious. I'm very curious about different people's viewpoints. We understand that's why I cussed today, because I could not talk back. Lord forgive me. I know that right, Alice. Cuss, Alice, you stupid mother. Okay. All right. My parents still get on me about, well, I don't cuss in front of my parents at my big age. I still don't cuss them because they just feel so uncomfortable. Um, I remember I did this video and my mom was so upset with me. At my big age, she was still upset with me. She was like, I just don't like it. You just sound so arrogant. And I was like, Mom, I was just acting. I was really not being arrogant. I had this clip, right? And then the clip, it says that you don't have to like me, but you will listen to me and you will watch me, something like that, right? And my mom was so turned off with that. She was like, that is so arrogant. Okay, so yeah. And of course, my parents don't like when I get on here if I show too many breasts. But I'm going to get on out of here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys possibly later on the night. Bye.